a setting that I had played with on the last last attempt to play through this game and get it started up. I had a few hiccups, and apparently one of the things that I had changed didn't kick in until my next startup of the game, which was this one. And so I kind of hamstrung myself. Um, I will be starting in a moment, and yeah, I will be starting from just in a moment. I will probably be finishing it tonight, or well, it's 1:49 in the morning, so I'll be finishing it this morning. Be right back. Okay. Okay. All right, sorry about that full start there. All right. So I am back on. I will be starting. And to the one person watching, if you're the one who was on a moment ago, or a few minutes ago when I first tried to start and it was spazzing out on me, yeah, turns out one of the settings I had played with last night, actually didn't come into effect until the next time I started the game, which was a few minutes ago, where everything was going horribly, horribly wrong. So I ended up sort of shooting myself in the foot. Oops. But I am going to resume the story. I think, yeah, okay. Yeah, so, okay, so it was, the Tears of Stone is actually my favorite level in this game, followed by the Raging Earth. Emergence, I think that's, yeah, I remember movements, and, yeah, okay, so this is the one that annoyed the crap out of me. This is one that I'm probably going to fail a few times, but, so I'm going to resume. And, like I said earlier, I am probably going to end up beating this before I log off. I'm probably gonna end up beating this before I log off. It's just like, again, I'm happy that at least one person's logging on and watching this. if you're a fan of the game, I hope that I am doing it justice. If you're new to this particular game, I hope I'm selling it well. And it's like if I'm not pulling off either, then oh well, hopefully I make a nice backdrop to whatever it is that you're doing. From A Cure for Insomnia, it's just like I can totally relate to insomnia, so I I mean, regardless of why you're watching, I hope I'm improving your day / night / evening. It's like I play games because they make me happy, and hope that people enjoy, it's like if people are logging on and watching me play stuff, or watching any videos I put out in a retrospect, which I really have to break down and do. It's like I hope I'm hoping that I make things better and easier or nicer or whatever, Okay. Yeah, tons and tons of water all around here. Fortunately, the next portion of this level doesn't really kick in until you manage to get your first village started. Although, with that said, it would probably be pretty smart if I actually built a trail. Yeah, it would actually probably be pretty smart if I built a trail out to this little shrine out here. Because I know I'm going to need it. Oh, that's right. This level has 2 volcanoes. Is that a fire down there, or is that my... Oh, well. Yeah, this is one of the ones that doesn't really have, Oh, no, wait, that's the tunnel, so that's the fire one. Alright. So, yeah, maybe it would be smarter if you built a trail out here. Like I said, yeah, this is one of those levels that has tidal waves, if memory serves, as if the volcanoes aren't punishment enough. This is one of the ones that has giant waves to menace whatever village you make. Yes, run, my little villagers, run. Okay. I am going to plant you out here. I do not trust you. Do not trust my villagers. Alright. So, all of you all at once. So yeah, this is one of the ones that has a bit of a slow start. So, still love this game. Still absolutely love this game. Beaten it a few times actually. think this is one of those games that, I'm always going to quite happily go back to. Time and time and time again. It's always so nice to find a game like that. Now, you managed to... Nope, you're still going to be picky. Okay. That's fine. That's okay. I probably shouldn't be taking this from that side of the island, but I am. So, there we go. Now, build forth your little village. There we go, there's your fire shrine. Okay. Tsunamis, this is okay. Yep, tsunamis. Yeah, you're aware of those. All those messages that don't go away. Probably one of the biggest parts of the game, which is actually pretty minor, but it's just rather irritating that I never end up having messages that actually go away, which is irksome. They just stay hovering loudly at the edge of your screen. Screaming, here I am, by the way, fucking tsunamis. Yeah, guys, I'm actually well aware. Thank you very much. Okay, so now I'm gonna actually grab sand because I do not feel like lighting my island on fire. Okay, go. Okay, now I want you to run out there. Okay. You gotta be kind of careful about building with sand, building trails with sand, because they do actually gradually erode over time. This is one of the reasons why I built out here with, I built this trail with lava at first. Yeah, it was largely because the way that this game works is that it does have erosion risk. Now, fire shrine's back. Alright, so now I gotta be careful of. I'd be rather careful about how I send my guys out. I gotta worry about whether or not tsunamis are gonna knock them away or whatnot. So I gotta be kind of careful, because this is actually one of the ones where if you don't do things right, you can actually end up losing too many people and not be able to restart a village. Speaking from experience, yes, I have royally screwed up on this level a number of times. In fact, that was the first time that, this is actually the first time that I figured out, oh, the timer's not starting up right off the bat. I think I'm going to be smart and I'm going to build the trail that leads out to the water repel totem so that right as I get that first village, I can send someone out there. And hopefully get that in due course. And now, because I sent someone out there and I built a trail out here, I have my first village protected against both. Which means I'm probably not going to end up losing this one, which, you know, makes me happy because, yeah, this is one of the ones where, you know, I got a little distracted and went after the villages first, and the volcano came down, or the lava came down from the volcano, and it ruined my day because my villages went down in flames. They couldn't defeat the lava with their song. Alright. Oh, okay, so you're right there. Might not actually be the best of ideas to start this up before that first wave hits. I do this for the fact that once you've picked up one type of matter, be it water, lava, or earth, you can only pick up that one type of matter when you're trying to lift. And if I have too much water here, and that's one of the only reasons why I really don't like building with lava, is that it makes these little cracks and fissures here, and if there's water trapped in there, it will say you can't build a village here. The other thing that you can, you know, it's like I pick up a little bit of water and I use it to keep trying to absorb. And if you see any little, I think in one of my prior videos you see me doing this with lava because I had to build on rock that had a lava flow go over it, and it caused me some problems, but I don't think I actually explained what I was doing. Okay, you little dude on the land bridge, you might want to get your ass over here. He's not going to get his ass over here. Alright. It's out there where I really know. I love how it ends sort of on the edge. Oh, there's so much steam where the volcano is. Start playing the drums, guys. Yep. There we go. So what do we learn about not running towards the village? Nothing, because I don't think either of them are going to survive. So unfortunately, it doesn't let me. Yeah, it doesn't exactly give me the option of just like scooping them up in my water ball or anything like that. Ah, see? Erosion. So my little dudes aren't going to be able to run over there, but this is why I like actually building with lava. But what I was talking about earlier actually comes into play now, because all those little cracks and fissures just collected a bunch of water. And yes, actually, your islands do sink tab. Which does actually make it so that, well, water sort of collects in here, so it stays high. And, come on. You can't be serious. Oh my god, are you serious? There we go. Okay, that's the Jellify water one. The Infinite Earth one is the one I should really be going for, but that one is way out there, and I have to go to retreats to get to that. Really? Oh, get your ass over there. Come on. There we go. I'm real careful about this one because that dirt comes right up to where the lava is. Yeah. What do I do with the fire totem? Sorry, there's a very loud truck outside right now. So come on. Alright, fire totem, good. Village hopefully won't burn down to the ground. One of the last maps, even though there was a fire totem present, the village still managed to burn down. Figure that one out. Okay. I mean, you can when you're, it's like if you have a little brush fire heading towards your village, you can, if you have water nearby, you can drop water on it, it puts the brush fire out. Your safer bet is if you can pick up a bunch of sand, because if you drop that on the people, that actually doesn't end up, harming them. Especially on places like this with the land bridges, it's just like your people might get knocked around a little bit, but if you drop water on them, they'll end up getting knocked into the water. And the AI for these guys isn't exactly great, so oftentimes they will actually end up just kicking around in the water, and they'll still end up drowning. Okay, so I think I'm going to continue the land bridge that sort of built earlier by me. Start building out to here. Be the best way to go. Kind of tempted to go there. That kind of looks like it bends off, but I might actually want to consider building that up beforehand. Just starting a little island. Besides that, anyway, this is all nice and spewing lava for me. I can build this up, and it's not going to sink back down when that next tsunami hits. The villages should be more or less safe. Oh, hello, Mr. Wu. That's how I think about safety. Oh, the little bomb thing that's difficult to do. Oh, I like this view. Me from the immortals. The radioactive mealworm is angry. Behold, I devour a volcano. Almost. it actually gives you a pretty good idea of how high these tsunamis actually go. Oh, there goes one guy. Oh, there goes another guy. Oh, there goes my people. Okay. I mean, I could have kept building once the tsunami passed, but I'm really trying to completely tear through this game. I mean, obviously I want things to progress, but just like I'm not having fun. By no means a speedrunner. Not by any stretch of the imagination. Just here, a fairly chill game that lets me manipulate a few little basic elements. Okay. I think we're going to build that bridge and then I'll just flesh out the rest of the scene. Yeah. Screw it, I'll just build out to here. One problem with Java is that sometimes when you build it, it makes what looks like a perfectly good trail, and then for whatever reason, the tribal people say, no, I can't walk on that surface. And you can't necessarily discern why. Suppose with all the stuff I have to pick up, I should probably be using amplified breath. Yeah, so got 3 good runs off of that. I think. Okay, you know what? Alright. I'm gonna cancel that call. Yeah. So I'm gonna cancel that call and I'm going to reinforce my trail. I hate to make you wait for a minute, but there's really not much point in me sending people out there. If I'm not mistaken, Gelify water does work on tsunamis, but it doesn't last long enough for them to be able to get out there and get repel water out there as well. So I'm gonna have to wait until the next tsunami passes, and then I should be able to do this in pretty short order. Like I said, my goal is to get greenery to be on every part of the map as well. So let's see. It's the next map that actually irritates me. Oh, hello, viewer number 2. Hello. Um, if you are the 2 people who were watching me last night, welcome back. If you're new, hello for the first time. Coming tsunami. Got the focus. Might actually still be pretty long. Done with this. That's something else I'm gonna line up. Still don't want to start playing getting over it again. Guys, see, what did I tell you about going towards the village center? Oh geez, I lost a whole bunch of guys. Oh, unfortunately, unlike black and white, I can't like just scoop my guys up or send like an avatar after them. Well. Alright, let's see. Yep, so now you guys are all going to be screaming in terror, and... Okay, come on. Oh yeah, I bet you're going to be... Okay, yes. Now I want you to head out here. Oh, you bitch. Oh, you lying. You lie. You lie. I know that there's... I know that... I know that... Not too far. I know that there's no water threat. Come on, get over there. Get over there. Where is it? Oh, it's right there. Okay. Fine. That one little itty bitty inlet. Are you fucking serious? Come on. Sometimes this game can be weirdly picky. Yeah, no, get going. Come on. I gave you a bridge, now get going. Okay. No, you're not gonna go that way, silly people. You're not gonna go that way. You're gonna go that way. Go that way. Come on. Come on. Yes. Let me see the trails. Okay. Okay. Yep. Get your asses out there. Don't show me any red. Very good. No red. Might want to get running. Tsunami's coming. Get going. Okay, there we go. Once I have infinite earth, it'll be real easy to get everything to grow. Oh, what? What? What is there? What is there? What is there? There is nothing. There is literally nothing there. There is nothing blocking that path. What are what are they flipping out about right there? There was nothing there. Oh my god. See, that right there, that's why I have trouble building with lava, is that for whatever reason, it causes their pathing to flip out. The street cleaner's outside, so this is about to get a little loud on my end. Apologies. Yeah, street sweeper away. It's actually not that bad. When we have snow, the contraptions that they have that just effectively chop up the ice chunks and vacuum up the snow, those things are freaking loud enough to wake the dead. Holy crap! I mean, those things are loud. Street sweepers are. I mean, if you're having one of those nights where, like, stuff that doesn't normally wake you up or keep you awake is, those things are infuriating, but this man is passing knowledge from village to village. Good for him. A radioactive mealworm rejoices. Alright. Anyhow. And I'm going to have a bunch of fun. Get a whole lot of trails. This. Oh, I suppose I can save these guys. Now that can go through from the earth. Oh, he's getting chased by water. This guy just kind of realized, oh, no, I'm fucked. Run, run, little dude. Nope, you're stuck. So I wonder if I can save these guys. Nope. Probably just chased him into the lava. Run downhill. Run downhill now. Oh, actually, no, I didn't use the CO2 over that. Dude, run away from the lava. There we go. Alright. Okay, good view. For this to build up. So you just basically pick up the dirt that has like the fire starting on it. No, you're not going to be able to play it around. They don't really need to, with the exception of the tsunamis. wait for those 2 breaths to come back. Okay. Basically, I know that water is going to be a fairly consistent threat, but I don't want things to erode to the point where the drums are constantly going. Wait for that to come back. I'll start building out here. Yeah, I realize I'm kind of going a little crazy with the water, but, well, I mean, with the earth and everything, but, one, like I said, I wanted everything to, oh man, I love this, okay. See, they're just supposed to be fireproof, and it's proving to be fireproof, which is nice. But I do actually like how everything is sort of burning in sort of a perfect circle around the village. Hey, 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 none of that, none of that. Hey, hey, you knock it off. Yay. No, knock it off. Alright. Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, I suppose I could be doing infinite ultimate. Yeah, just very poor timing on the messages. Okay, that's okay. Oh, Jesus. My one little tendril of lava. One little tendril. Okay, you are seriously starting to get me. You out there. Let's see. Moving all the way around there. Yeah. There we go. There. Oh, let me fuck off. Alright. There we go. Oh, right, tsunami. Alright. I don't think that's gonna be a problem anymore. It's time trying to put out fires, and that's saying the ocean takes care of it for me. Thank you. Thank you, Poseidon. I just realized that with the tsunami on the screen, it makes my screen very, very bright, and my pale visage is probably going to rather nuclear right now. My screen actually makes me look even paler than I actually am, but oh well, that's okay. like the song A Whiter Shade of Pale. Perhaps I'm a worthy tribute now. Oh, that's right. The exit is over here, so I may want to be smart and build a little barrier for the lava. Okay. Now, you guys get your asses over here. I'm going to get this up so I can actually get to it. There we go. Oh, my people are happy. Just a second. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I had to get rid of the message on the screen. All right. There we go. I made it. Oh, yeah, this one. I don't like this level. It's not my least favorite one. This one actually makes sense and why it's difficult.
Kita arau wasi menijaka ju mereka.
All right. Now, I'm going to send my people over there. Remember these guys being problematic. So I'm going to pluck you up. Get you out of here. What they do is they end up start absorbing water, start making it very difficult for me. Yeah, okay, I know that my people are going to start. Oh, shit. No, no, no. Oh yeah, I know, it's horrible. Yeah, I know, it's horrible. It's awful. It's tragic. No. All right, come on. Come on. I'm not mistaken, there's no water totem here. So I really need to get over there. That's Jellyfy water. Yeah, Evaporate's the one I really need to get. Yeah, we really need to get to Evaporate. Let's crap, I really don't. I need to get my ass. Come on. Don't do this to me. Don't do this. Don't do this. Come on. Actually, no, I'm going to have to do it this way. Get over there. Yeah, that's right. Right. Come on, that's right. Get over there. Get over there. Get over to Evaporate. Get to Evaporate, then I can do an awful lot more. Okay. Can amplify the breath, but as handy as Jellyfy water is, I can amplify the breath. Okay, shit. Shit. Okay. Yeah, I know you're up there. Come on. Come on. Come on. That's right. Stop raining. Come on. Yep, I know. Uh-huh. I know. Oh, don't you dare. Don't you dare start going that way. Alright. You. There we go. 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 Oh, Jesus Christ. Come on. Oh, wait, that's right. I got that right. I almost forgot that I had Evaporate. That could have been tragic. Alright. Alright, so now I no longer have to worry about that so much. Alright, so I'm going to evaporate some water. I'm going to wait until I get down to like 47. Okay. Over to gellify water. Oh yeah, that's right. Lava starts all around the sides now. So you kind of don't want to, you really don't end up wanting to, evaporate all the water, because at least initially it keeps your villages safe. So I'm gonna wait until the little lava repel guy gets over to my village. Come on. Preferably before everything starts. Okay. Village is safe. Village is safe. I just have to make it out to its one nice little isolated place. Yeah, okay, so this is where it gets a little fun. More covered here. Get this built up all the way around. Okay, come on now. Seriously, how much lava can I actually pour in? Quite a bit as it turns out. Yes. Redirect you. And there. Hopefully. Redirect her. And over here. Come on. So you just had to do it. You just had to like, float down out of the. Oh, okay. You see, that's the problem with the lava is that it builds up around your skin, and then your villages can actually flood because the lava is actually building up around, and it makes your village into a little crater. That's actually a bit problematic because it's like by this point, your entire village should actually be, like all of your villages are probably craters surrounded by lava. I'm trying to actually get a select. Alright, I'm going to work out a deal with you. You can still flow, you can still rage. I just need you to, do it away from my little totem here that I'm trying to build the village at. Oh, that one. Alright. Listen to... Alright. Alright, then I can't go water anymore. Alright. Oh, come on. Work with me now. I'm gonna go off to the left. Okay, you go off to the left. You can float off to the right. Come on. There we go. You get your little buns over there, preferably before another disaster happens. Come on. Okay. Yeah, now the water's a threat. But because it's up on a hill, I'm going to... Alright, little fire guy. Fire repel, okay, I need you to hurry up. I need you to get up there before the lava does. It's fine because Evaporate is still fully charged, and I'll be able to use that when the rain starts. Nope. Nay, nay. Lois Blood Part 2 is not going to happen. Okay, seems it's done raining on me. Okay. And now that I have Infinite Earth. Yep, alright, so spread a lot of dirt absolute everywhere, and I know that it's going to make it so that jungles catch on fire. That's okay. Because they really don't penalize you for the stuff that you lose through natural fires. However, these I'm going to get rid of because they are far more trouble than they're worth right now. I mean, I realize that they exist there just in case, you know, your people get too encapsulated by lava. You can just blast them out, but I'm not a huge fan of that particular chance. Okay, I need to realize here that I'm not contributing to the green. Okay. This is going to be very verdant green volcano, with the exception of the rampant fires. Yay, animals. Okay, come on, hurry up, make it all green. I just don't think this game penalizes you for the fires that tend to ensue. Alright. Ah, fuck it. Huge troublesome little strings of lava. Just had to piss all over my deck, didn't you? Okay, never mind. It does penalize you. Oh no! My critters! My poor little critters! Oh, my poor little innocent critters! No! No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. World might go to shit, but I'm not gonna let fire burn you guys away. But you're adorable. How could I do that to you? Oops. Here we go, guys. Sweet. No, you don't. Oh, no, you don't. Okay, so now I have my tiny little blob of lava that is probably still going to make mischief for me, but maybe pretty well isolated. I believe overall the game is done throwing rainstorms at me. Like I said, I was trying to save all my little crawly critters here. They look like pill bugs and sea cucumbers, but I don't know. Oh yeah. You're gonna make this shit for me. Alright. Oh nope, still gonna throw rain at me, huh? No. You will not be lighting my village on fire. You will not be lighting my village on fire. Hey, knock it out. Oh my god. Damn. Well, I tried. Alright. Oh, fuck. By the power of your catching drumbeats, you shall build more huts. And that's why you don't actually use evaporate too much, because it actually causes problems. Now, alright, since I don't have to worry about Earth anymore, oh come on, there's no way. There's no way. There's a huge fucking land bridge there. There is an absolutely huge fucking land bridge there. There is no reason why you can't make it across. There's no reason why you can't make it there. What logical reason could there possibly be for not being able to make it there? Alright, now. Yes, I am working to isolate everything from my troublesome lava spewing friend. Oh. I'm hearing a lot of cries of terror. All right. Probably within the next couple of minutes I'll end up beating this. Yeah, that was a sort of an unexpected snag when I had like two of my villages burn to the fucking ground and drown. Yeah. Oh well. Alright. So I'm going to wait for that to pass. What? What? I hear people yelling. What? Oh. Okay. Alright. Alright. Up above everything. Nope. Nope. The water will not rise. I hope. It's raining. Beware of floods. Oh, I know. I know quite well. Beware of floods. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna have to build you up. Build you up. Okay, so nobody's gonna die. Oh, don't give me that. You know what? I'll just all of that. There we go. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Clear all the earth away from where you tend to flow. There we go. All right. No, 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 no. That's not gonna happen. Nope. Not gonna let that happen. Oh, my fire totem people. Get your asses over here. Oh, wait. There we go. Yeah. You evaporate a bunch of water. So if it happens to rain again, I don't have a problem. There we go. Ah, there we go. Right on cue. It rains again. But it doesn't fucking matter because my village is right there. And you're going. Bye. Like I said, I mean that level is hard for all the right reasons, but it can be so weird in how, like, I mean, I like the fact that it's organic and you don't necessarily know which way the lava's gonna go and all that. But
Tapi di mana dunia ni dah zamani. Tanpa sikuya, kita akalama. Dahulu zamani melikau musidafa. Terserah dunia ni tanah yang kita kusikana.
yeah, this is the one where you're basically in God mode. Each of the totems to obtain each power. That's the final ritual. Yay! This is the one I'm probably just gonna rush through. Excuse me. Yeah, this is the one I'm pretty much just gonna rush through because there's really like no plot. You're just screwing around with the powers and stuff. And honestly, I find this level kind of boring. Yeah, I have the breath of earth. All right, so either. Oops. So I can either make earth. Oops, sorry. Yeah, so I can make earth, or I can just vacuum it up and take it. This is infinite. I can basically do this over the entire map. And I mean, I'm not gonna do that, but you know, it's just. Yeah. Yeah, so. And, you know, it's like I can make earthquakes and stuff happen and all that, but. So yeah, you make the breath of lava, and you know, it's like yeah, I have experiments. I can like make volcanoes off of this, but ugh. You know, it's like I've already. I think especially after the last level, I've had enough of volcanoes. And water, you know, it's like yeah, I can make water, or I can make it recede, or I can actually cause the tsunamis, but you know, so like I said, this is sort of like the last level. You're basically on a in-game god mode. I mean, fitting you're the breath of a god, but in this game, but it's still, you know, it's like, well, I just want to get to the. At this point, it's like, all right, I just want to get to the end, so. So your thing does actually change color, which is actually kind of is probably one of the coolest things about it. Actually, is you can change color on this. Um, so I do actually appreciate that thought being put into it. I'm gonna screw around with this just a little bit, but get that off that one. One long person. Yeah, I'm not really worried about that. I'll just wait until the lava dries. I'll have a breath of water, and yeah, alright. So what I'm probably gonna end I'll evaporate all the water. No drinking for you. Maybe I should have just built a bridge across that way. Oh well. Oh, what are you flipping out about? Alright. Yeah. Oh, shush. If I think I can master the water, I don't really care. Alright, 2 breaths of the water. I can all the water. Whoops! I summoned I summoned a tsunami on accident. Sorry guys. Save my villagers. Okay. Okay, there. And this is why I like the power of Infinite Earth. This is precisely why I like the power of Infinite Earth. It saves your ass from tsunamis. Tsunamis and floods. Really can't do much to you from really can't do too much to you if there will be no water. Yay! I can make the world okay. Now, with the plants, I actually like this one because no matter what you do, you really can't screw up. All you can do, like, literally all you can do is make plants. You can make them everywhere. You can cover the entire map with them. Boy, it really did dry up the oceans, didn't it? And yeah. Oops, I took all the plants away. This kind of acts like Infinite Earth because I can actually just keep calling in the plants. You just keep making dirt. Alright. I forget how I'm supposed to proceed after this. I mean, like, literally, oh yeah, okay, this has tides now. I don't know about that. It gave tides to the world. Ugh. No.
semua ketawa maarifa ya zamani. Damu kami tidak hapakam.
I don't know, it seems like it's over to me.
Sewa pada haki kuliko dunia. Kati yake masuala zamani.
You can control the plants, the water, the earth, the freaking lava, and it's just like, and that's not enough for you. I think at this point I'd just be building utopia right here, just be like, all right, you know, it's like it's like breath of the god here, the breath of the gods hears us. I mean, you know, we'll just let's call it good here, guys. Oh. I wanted power, but they didn't have enough sense to stop. Yay! The earth is crumbling. Use your earth powers to help the people get to the freaking totem. Right. Get your asses over here, people. Oh, no. No crumbling asses there. There we go. No, she can mess with it. With this freaking water. No, Jeff, just get your ass up here. Come on, man. Come on. I'll just get your asses over there. Come on. I'll have it nice and flattened out for you. Please before it sinks. Oh, Jesus, I'm drunk. Alright, fine. If you guys want to confuse me. Alright. This is clearly not going to work. Lava. Come on. Let's Rapid water is 2. I've actually never had this problem with this one. Not sure. Hmm. This is getting frustrating. I've never had this problem. I'm serious, I have never had this problem with this level. Tempted to actually restart it because I think that this thing is actually glitching right the fuck out. This should not be happening the way that it's happening. Come on. Get your asses over there. Get your asses over there. Guys, I think that this has decided to glitch the fuck out because I have never had, like, the ocean do this. I have never had water do this. I've not had this happen, like, ever. So I don't know what is going on. Going on. This shouldn't happen the way it's happening. I'm like so determined to like defeat the glitch just out of sheer persistence. How is it even? Okay, you know what? Oh, I'm tired of this. Alright. Alright, you know what? That's gonna fuck with me. That is fine. Oh, goddamn vault. No. So this is what I hate. Everything out here. Another wall down. behaving like I'm absorbing it. Oh, you're still coming in from that side, huh? Alright. So, I'm gonna do two. Let's see if I'm not building around there. Let's see if we're going nice. Oh shit, who's flooding in? You're gonna let me do? Oh yeah, now you're floating out. You're disappearing. You're staying up. Alright. You're going to eventually melt off. Uh-huh. Yep, alright. Try to figure out what it's for. Please just get up that fucking wall. Not moving. Jesus. It's not be waterproof, but it won't be waterproof because you're freaking slow. Just get your ass over. Oh no, don't you just. I'll just get walking. Come on. Come on. Come on. Get it. Get it. No, 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 no. Don't even think about it. No, 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 no. Don't run back. Don't run back. Just get going. Just get going. Oh, please, for the love of all that's holy, get going before it sinks into the sea again. Come on. Forward. Forward. Get going. Jesus Christ, why are you just standing there? I am going to restart this level, I swear to God. Go. Go. Oh, Jesus. Come on, go. 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 Oh, Jesus, come on. Before your village sinks into the sea, come on. There's a clear path. There's a clear fucking path. Just go. Good, yeah, both the kites block it. Oh, God. Don't you fucking, don't you fucking, there we go. Oh, no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Yeah. Absolutely no evaporation matters. Oh, Jesus. Okay, you know, yeah. Alright. Alright, that's it. I'm restarting the map. This is fucking ridiculous. It had to have glitched. I have never had that happen. It had to have glitched. That was ridiculous. I have never had that happen. I've beaten this game like a dozen times. I've never had that happen. Like, ever.
Dall'Isinikita, Berada di Hari Terakir.
Alright, yeah, I'm okay.
Tapi di
Okay, yeah, I'm just,
na duniani da zamani. Tanpa sikuya, kita tidak akan lama.
Just
Dahulu zamani milikau
the flowers. Yes, I'm
terserah
aware.
duniani tanda yang kita kusikan.
Alright. Alright. So. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Alright. Oh. Oh, okay. So that's alright. That actually explains a lot. That explains a lot. It is massively irritating now. Yep, don't care about lava. Do not care about lava. Yay. Alright. Nope, I'm good there. Nope, people being nice and happy for a minute. Oh man. Yeah. Alright. Oops. Meant to do that with the plants.
Unayosema utawaga
Yay.
kami kami tidak dilakukan. Sewa kipada akiri roho dunia kati yake na sindano za nani leo.
Alright. Alright. Get your asses over there. Yeah, I know the earth is crumbling. Okay. Get your asses up there. Oh yeah, I forgot about the sky triangle, dude. Ah. Good morning, people. I'm getting out. I made the most practical one that I could think of to expedite the process. Like I said, it was glitchy as fuck the last time. I have never had that happen. I mean, I've like drowned my villages with tsunamis because I didn't know what the controls were before. But I've but yeah, I've never actually had it happen that the game just fought me so hard to make a trail to escape. Um, to go to that final trail.
Dandi sinikita ay sibuya bertama.
excuse me. I actually do like how this game is cyclical. You end where you begin, um, but it does make me wonder. I mean, it's just like, geez, are these guys like in purgatory because they say that they have absolutely no memory of where they came from when they appear in the first map, and it's like you find out that, yeah, I mean, you end up having like all these breaths that effectively let you shape the world. So it's like, dude, it's like, okay, little tribal guys. I mean, you are gods at this point. It's like you are the ancients that you are seeking. You know, um, it's like you have effectively become them. So you don't really need to talk to them anymore. You just need to talk to each other. But as a, and they're like, oh no, we have this one last ritual that we have to do, and it's just like it's like you had all the power to be able to bend absolutely everything to your will, and then you just had to go with that one final ritual that ends up destroying what you build so that you can end where you started. Um, I suppose it's a very roundabout history. It's recent here. History repeats itself cautionary tale. Um, I don't know. I still absolutely adore this game. Wish it were. I do wish it were longer. Um, I suppose it could be argued that there's only so many different scenarios that you could come up with, but if you play like the challenge modes, I mean, that's like that's like half of the game that they came up with is the challenge modes to just to dick around in like specific scenarios. So I mean, it's like, were those just level concepts that just weren't substantial enough to make actual levels to the game, or what? I mean, there's a few of them where if you just hooked a few of them end to end, I mean, another you could have made another level, but um, that's not what ended up happening. Um, I just realized that I have run on for a little over 2 hours and 20 minutes, and oops, because I did say last night that I was going to try and keep my videos um, under an hour and a half, but oh well, it's like I wanted to knock this out. Um, this, I mean, some of the quirks on like what your people are willing and not willing to do at any given point in time. I there's games where like you can where you have like this something like this where I can't think of the names of them because I suck at names, but it's like there's I don't know. Yeah, I mean the only one that I can think of is Warcraft, and that's a very poor comparison. Um, where it's like you can you have your once you like say get your peons going on a task like cut wood or or mine gold. I almost said harvest gold, or mine gold. They'll just keep doing that. It's just your peons. You really don't need to do anything with them. After that, so you can have your peons doing their thing, and if you need to, for whatever reason, get one of them out of the mix to like build something, it's like you can click on that one and put it on a specific task. But in this case, you kind of have to wait for the AI to figure out. I mean, you just hit spacebar um, when you gain access to a totem and you want your guys to run to it and pray to it and make make a village out of it. You just hit spacebar, and after that, I mean, the game just takes over, and it's like, all right, you know, I'll send these dudes over there, and it's just like, and then it does its own pathfinding, and it's like you've probably seen on here that pathfinding can sometimes leave much to be desired. Uh, there's stuff that interferes that you don't necessarily know why it's, I mean, sometimes my guys weren't running over ground where it's like, why aren't you moving over that? I mean, I understand it when I, I'm literally in the process of like dumping earth somewhere. I understand them stopping in their tracks if I'm like making a path out of lava. I mean, that actually makes sense. If I'm, in the process of dropping a whole bunch of dirt and my guys like stop, and they're waiting to autopath again, I kind of get that. But, you know, when you have a smooth and gentle slope and for some reason the path turns red and you have no clue why. I mean, it's like, do you want me to dump more earth there, or is it somehow picking it up that it's too steep and I need to, absorb earth and take it away? Um, you know, I mean, it sounds like I'm ripping on the game. I absolutely love it, but once in a while, there's the odd fluke there where it's just like, dude, seriously, come on. Um, it's like then you have ones that where like the first level where you have to deal with the water trees and the phoenix trees. I said I didn't like the pacing of that one because that's the first one where they introduce the idea that you can move a totem from one area to another, and one that seems out of place for that level. It seems like something that you would know earlier in the game. Oh, by the way, it's like you can move a totem. Oh, it looks like, like you have a level where like the tide has a tendency to rise, but you have like maybe 5 minutes in between. Sort of like the first level that has the tidal waves, where you have plenty of time to run to the water repel totem, get the song, and bring it back to your first village so that your tribe doesn't drown. Um, that's the sort of level, like right off the bat, where they should have been like, okay, this totem, you know, you go to like this nice flat area that seems like it's in, a safe place. It's nice and sandy, and then you go there and you start your totem, and it says, oh, you might want to move this to higher ground because the tide turns out that it's, our shamans say that the tide, you know, is violent here. And you don't necessarily have to have a tidal wave. It can be like that one level where, the tide was rushing in and out, and I had to get that one totem in the middle to get infinite earth. It's just like that should have been the scenario for moving a totem, you know, which I actually did on the level that I just mentioned, where you have the totem that's in the middle of the area where the tide is rushing in and out. It's not a tsunami. It's tide rotation, and it's just like you just move in there and you can move the totem out. That would have made far more sense. Instead, they put it in this one level, completely out of place of like the phoenix trees and the water trees. Um, and then they tell you, oh, the phoenix trees, they can, um, it's like, oh, Julie, the phoenix trees, it's like they can be used to, excuse me, evaporate water, when they're burning. And they give them to you on, that level that I keep mentioning with the tide rushing in and out, and you think, okay, maybe I can put these phoenix trees here where the water has a tendency to rush in, and I can get this village started. And nope, like the one place I would consider using them, and I can't use them there because the water is flows a little too violently. Oh well. But again, I do absolutely love this game. I thank you very, very much for watching. I think I'm going to stop. I suppose I could play. Wait. I mean, I have challenge mode. Yeah. See now, this right here. I mean, it's just like challenge mode is. Challenge mode makes up like. Challenge mode makes up like half of this. Yeah, this. Yeah, half of it's like half of this game is, little fuck around like maps and stuff, and it's I think I might do this later on. I remember some of these being like hugely frustrating, but it's still a thing where like why would you put so much effort into these when you could have like made the regular game so much more expansive? I mean, so very much more expansive. Could have done so much more with it, and they chose not to. I'm just like, why? Why wouldn't you? But yeah, I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna do this now. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go to sleep. But it looks like the next few nights of work for me are not going to be particularly labor intensive. My back is feeling a great deal better than it has in the last couple of days. So I will probably be on here, and within the next few nights. We'll see, because it's my husband's weekend right now. So it also depends on how long he's on the computer versus when I'm able to hop on the computer. And my camera is looking like it wants to be blurry. Okay, there we go. It depends on a few things. It depends on like when he's on the computer. It depends on when I have the time available, and it depends on how tired I am. But and what my back is feeling like. But like I said, that injury is getting better. I was actually able to move tables today without everything seizing up and spazzing on me. So I'm going to take that as a good sign. Okay, thank you very, very much for watching and sticking it out, especially with the fuck up on the last level. Still can't believe that happened. My God, I have never had that happen. I gotta decide what I'm going to play next. I'm not sure what I'm gonna go for. Since I got this working and it was initially very, very stubborn, there's a point and click game that's short and I find it pretty cute, called Okniat, and I'm probably mispronouncing that horribly. Um, and I'm gonna see if I can get that going. And if I can, I will probably play that next. That is another game that is pretty short that I could probably do in a single sitting or two sittings. But if I can get that going and I play it, and anyone ends up watching, I hope that they enjoy. I hope whoever watches this or is watching this enjoyed this. Thank you very much for doing so. I really, it's like I appreciate any viewers that I get. I'm Yeah, I might be trying too hard not to be boring, but I it's just like I do really appreciate anyone that feels I'm worth the watch. Um, so thank you very much. And good night. I hope you have a wonderful night. I hope you have a wonderful day or two or three or however long it is before I'm back on again. Uh, be safe, and I hope all goes well. Good night. Yes, I want to exit the game. Oh, my screens, they like to blank out on me. Alright, again, good night.